Alabama white sauce chicken. Alabama's most iconic contribution to barbecue culture isn't a rub or a rib style, it's a sauce. Invented in Decatur in the 1920s by Big Bob Gibson, Alabama white sauce is a mayonnaise-based blend of vinegar, black pepper, and horseradish, brushed over smoked chicken instead of the usual tomato-based glaze. The result is tangy, peppery, and completely different from anything else in the southern barbecue landscape. Visitors who try it for the first time are often surprised at how well it works, and many leave as converts. Gulf shrimp. Alabama has its own stretch of Gulf Coast, and Mobile Bay produces some of the freshest shrimp in the South. Locals serve it fried, boiled, or folded into shrimp and grits, but the shrimp itself is the star. Sweet, briny, and pulled from water most visitors don't associate with Alabama at all. Coastal towns like Bayou La Batre supply much of the catch, and the seafood shacks nearby serve it the same day it's caught. West Indies salad. This is a mobile original that rarely gets attention outside the state. Lump crab meat is marinated in oil, vinegar, and chopped onion, then chilled and served cold, sometimes over crackers. It was invented in the 1940s at a restaurant called Bailey's, and it remains a coastal Alabama secret that most out-of-state visitors have never heard of.
Fried green tomatoes. Cornmeal crusted and pan-fried until crisp, fried green tomatoes are a southern staple that Alabama claims as its own, thanks in part to the novel and film set in the fictional town of Whistle Stop. The dish uses unripe tomatoes, which hold their shape and offer a tartness that ripe tomatoes can't match once they hit the hot oil.
Conecuh sausage. Made in a single county in South Alabama, Conecuh sausage is a smoked, peppery pork sausage that has become a statewide obsession. It shows up at gas stations, gatherings, and grills across Alabama, and locals will tell you no cookout is complete without it. The smokehouse in Evergreen still produces it using the same recipe that built its reputation. Lane cake. A layered white cake soaked in bourbon and filled with a mixture of egg yolks, pecans, coconut, and raisins, Lane cake was invented by Emma Rylander Lane, an Alabama woman from Clayton, in the 1890s. She published the recipe in her 1898 cookbook, Some Good Things to Eat. It later appeared in Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird, cementing its place in Alabama's culinary identity. It's rich, boozy, and rarely found outside the South. Dreamland ribs. Dreamland Barbecue opened in Tuscaloosa in 1958 and built its reputation on one thing: dry-rubbed ribs cooked over hickory smoke and served with a tangy, slightly sweet sauce on the side. The original location is still standing, and the ribs remain the same simple, smoky plate that made the restaurant a statewide institution.